Alright guys, this is a new game that we've been playing the heck out of here for about the last week. It's called Forsaken World, and the great thing is it's free. Now this is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, much like WoW. But unlike WoW, you don't have to pay. Now there are some paid aspects of this that you can use if you wish, and it can make things easier on you. But you can play the game without putting a dime into it. You do have to have Steam in order to get this. Steam's a free download. If you're playing Terraria, you're using Steam already. If you're not, in the description for this video, I'm going to put a link to Steam, and I'll put a link to the Forsaken World website. But you want to get it through Steam because it's free. I don't know if there's any other ways to get it, but I just know that through Steam it's free. So the great thing about this game, since it's massively multiplayer online, is that you guys can play with us. So if you like these kind of games and you want to play with the crew, my advice is get on this system, get a character created, level up to where you're at a better level that's comparable to what we are, so that you can handle questing with us. And all you got to do is send me a private message when in the game, a private message through the game, and if we're online, we'll try to, depending on how busy we are or what we're up to, maybe give you a chance to come in and play with us and stuff. So should be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and go into this. Now the first thing I want to show you is it'll give you a list of servers. If you want to play with us, you have to use the one called EU Nyos PvP. Now this is a European server, and normally I would use the US servers here, because you can see like these two East Coast ones have excellent speeds. The lower the number, the better. So these would be normally what I use, but since we have a lot of crew members who are in Europe, this one makes more sense for us, and I have not had an issue playing it, so don't worry about it. I mean, but if you want to play with us, you have to use this. If all you want to do is play this game and you're not concerned about meeting us, choose whichever server gives you the lowest number. So we're going to pick the EU NYOS. Now I'm going to blank out this next part and just kind of skip it, so you're not going to see my account information. Alright, so now we are logging in, and alright, so I deleted this guy called Little Dude because I was going to create him for this video. I started to record a version of this video, but I wanted to change the resolution so I could get something that would look better for a video. So you can see this is my main character, Bell Boss. So if you want to contact me when you're on the EU server that I just showed, you can send a private message in the game to Bell Boss. When you choose the realm here, make sure you stick with trade for now, because that's where we play for the most part. And that's where you'll have your best chance of finding us. So anyway, you're going to create a character. You can see there's a whole bunch of different types of characters. There's human, elf, dwarf, stone man, and kindred. And you can pick male or female for any of them except for the stone man. Stone man must be male. He's a big tank. I mean, he's a big, huge fighter. Basically, he's the tank of the game that can kind of like go into battle and just slug at the monsters, while like the mages and the clerics stay back. So we're going to go with another dwarf, and we'll go with a male, and they're called marksmen. So every different class, humans can be warriors, assassins, mages, or priests. I'm a human mage. Elves can be warriors, priests, or bards. Dwarves can basically only be marksmen. Stone men can only be the stone man protector, and the kindred can be an assassin, they can be a mage, or they can be a vampire. So let's just go with dwarf, and we'll say next. You can adjust your different facial features and things here. I hit random, and we'll just go with this ugly style. Then you got to give a name, and I'm going to call this the Little Dude 2. And you specify when he was born. We're going to say we were born on January 2nd, because that's what I want. Unable to use this name. Okay, so let's call him Greenbeard. Probably going to be taken too. How about Greenbeard Dude? There we go. Alright, so we have a level 1 dwarf that we just created. We're selected on the trade realm, and we are going to hit start. So we are firing it up. And this is going to be our first entry into the game. Now there's a cutscene here. You guys can watch that yourselves when you play it. We're in the game. So you can see here, this is our quest log. Let me move that a little bit out of the way. Up here is your character, his name. The red bar is your health, blue bar is your mana, and the green bar is your soul force. You can see up here it has a thing where I can pray by clicking this. When you pray during the day, the first 4 times each day, you're in game time days, sometimes the gods will give you experience, sometimes they will give you stuff. When you first start, they always give you stuff. So I'm going to take all the things they just gave me. I'm going to go to my gear box. And you can see all these different options up here. The character key, you can hit C to bring it up. The bag you can hit, or you can just click on it. But you can see here, I got a fursuit. I'm going to put that on, which puts it right here. I'm right clicking the leggings I'm going to put on, the pants or whatever, and then the boots. So I've put on the 3 items. And you can also see when you first start, you get a memento box, and this has got some things in it. I'm going to right click it, and you can see I have what's called a mana spring, and this is my memento box when I reach level 5. I can't open it. Think of it as like a birthday present that you can't open till you reach level 5. When you reach level 5 and open this, you'll get this mana spring, which you can see highlighted there in blue, and a memento box for level 10, which you can't open till you reach level 10. But this mana spring, this heals you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down to my little hot bar down here. This is just kind of like a shortcut. So now when I click on this icon, or if I hit the number 9 key on my keyboard, I will use this potion to heal my health, which is the red part. So when you first start in the game, depending on what race you pick, be it dwarf, human, or whatever, you start in your own village with your race. You have to get through about 10 levels of kind of like prep work, training, before you come to the main town that we're in. So just to show you how a quest or 2 would work, here you can see there's a quest log, and if I highlight this quest, it tells you that I need to do a quest called Attaining Adulthood, and it tells me I need to go see this village chief, and he'll get me started. So the nice thing about Forsaken World is you don't have to know exactly how to get to places. You can basically just highlight the green part of this quest, which is who I'm supposed to go to, and click it, and it takes me right there. Granted, he was right in front of me. And you can see here's the obtaining adulthood. So I'm going to click on that. You can read this. I'm going to say great, and I just completed a quest. Now I have a letter I can click on, and you can see now I've got a new quest after reading that letter. I'm going to close the quest book. But you have your active quest log is here. You can hit the Q key and bring up all your quests in more detail. But here you can see it says I need to go to Cave of Wonders. So the village chief wants me to retrieve a letter from the mailbox before leaving Hearth Village. So I'm going to hit mailbox, and you can see it's going to take me right to it. Down here it tells you you're going to the mailbox, and it tells you how far you have to go. So here's the mailbox, and you can see if I click on it, he'll gather his mail. I just did that quest. Now here's another one, Dwarven Craftsmanship from Henrik. So I'm going to click on Henrik. Now as you're doing these quests, this down here, this bar that runs across the entire bottom of the screen, you can see how it's blue here. This is your experience. Right now my experience is 30, as you can see in the little blue text right here above my arrow. And I need to get to the levels, or to get to the next level, I need 70 experience points. So I'm at 30, but this moves across the screen. When that blue bar gets to here, then you're going to level up to the next level. You start off right here at level 1. So I'm going to click on this. You know, got my quest. I'm going to click on a couple more of these just to keep getting them. You're going to want to read all these. So you can see now I got 3 different quests. One's called damage parts. So I need to go to these damage parts, and you can see how it says 0 of 3. So I've got to actually get 3 damage parts. So you can see all these things that are highlighted. It says damaged. I'm going to click on one. So it's pulling it off. And you can see I just did one. I don't know if it'll, yeah, say it didn't let me do another one. So let's just keep walking around here looking for glowing parts that are damaged. Click on this one. We'll get ready to click on this one when it's done. Okay, you can see now we've done 2 damage parts. Alright, so you can see we've basically finished that. So let's go back to Henrik and see if he will have anything to say. You can also see here, and let's go ahead and click this. Alright, so we finished that. You heard the music. You notice the blue bars down here again because we just went up to level 2. But here you see we can pray again. So when we prayed, we've got this zooming spyglass. I'm going to take it. Let's go look at our bag, and you can see that this is basically a level 1 Soul Force trinket. So I'm going to basically bring up my inventory, my character inventory here. I'm going to right click this and it puts it here. So this gives me a special, basically it's an attack. So here you can see in the yellow text it says instantly consumes all your soul force. That's this green stuff here. Deals lethal damage to the target and all normal monsters below level 9 within 14 meters in a 100-degree front arc. So this is kind of like a a great way if you're under attack and you're surrounded. You can use this spell in a sense, or this this soul force trinket, and it'll basically kind of do a lot of damage to anything around you. So here you can see we also have a new fur suit. You can see it's on both sides here. It shows you what you're currently wearing. That's what the yellow text says, and what you just found. And if you compare them, you can see that the defense number for this new one is 27. The defense for the one I'm wearing is only 24. And the mana is 100 versus 90. So this is a better fur suit than what I had. So I'm going to right click it, and you can see now I've switched to the new fur suit. And for some reason the dwarf likes to sneeze a lot and pick his nose. He seems to be quite happy about that. So you're going to want to go through all these quests, and when you're done with these quests, you're going to reach or go to the main village that we're at. Just so you know too, this is your different attacks here. These number 1 is kind of like your common attack. You can use that on an enemy, and it does the least damage. But here you can see the dwarf has a fire at will, and that's where he uses his gun. I don't know if there's any monsters out here that I can attack before getting a quest to actually do it, but let me take a look. I will probably die. I don't really see anything. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually stop the recording, and I'm going to bring the recording back up with my main level 30 character. And I'll let you kind of see the town that you're going to come to, which is where you would find us and have a chance to play with us. So we're going to cut the recording, and we'll come back in my other character. Alright, we are back. We are in the main village here. You can see there's people running all around. People like this Ruka is a non-player character, but you know, these people right here, the Seminar Apprentice Rosalind and this Portugal Gaming, these are real people who are playing. This is the library right here, this big building. One little thing that's kind of nice is right in front of the library there's this guy named Fairy. He will heal you. So, and it heals your health and your blue mana. I'm already full health, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it. So I got a free healing. You can see I have a bunch of quests over here, but I wouldn't put too much effort in looking into those because you're going to want to do these quests as you get them. And I have a bunch of stuff in my bag. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run outside the town here and just show you a little combat. I'm just going to pick a fight with some monster that's outside the gates. When you're inside the town here, you're safe. When you actually head outside the gates, you can be attacked. Generally, for the most part, monsters don't seem to go after you. Some do, some don't, but there's an easy way to tell. I'm not sure I'll be able to show you that in this little clip, but I just wanted to do something quick. Alright, so you can see how it popped up now, the text saying you have left the safe zone, you can be attacked by players. So we're going to walk around out here. That's a good guy. And let's go this way. I'll show you one thing. I've got a steed. When you reach level 20, you can get what's called a mount. And this lets you run around faster. So you can see here I've got my ram. But let's run out this way. Here we go. Here's some bad guys. So what I'm going to do is I got to get off my mount. You can't fight while you're on them. At least at these early mounts. I'm going to click on one of the enemies, and you can see he's called a Ratkin Exploiter, and it shows that he's a level 10 character, and that's his health and mana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this here, which launches my fireball, and you can see that did a lot of damage to him. He actually died in one shot. The first hit took out most of his health, and the fireball also at the level I'm at can actually catch him on fire, and he'll burn longer. So let me hit another fireball here. So you can see down he goes. I can launch a lightning attack called Thunderclap. That one didn't quite kill him. I'm gonna hit him with a fireball, and down he goes. So, you know, when you're in combat, you can select your different weapons. You know, you can hit the 3, so you can launch that. 4. This is your generic attack here. It doesn't do as much damage. I'll show you how it works. You can see it automatically just keeps attacking until you tell it otherwise. So combat's pretty easy on those guys because I'm level 30 and they're only level 10, so it's kind of not a very fair fight. But that's kind of how combat works, and you may see here's the main town. But we wanted to just put up a quick little video here so you could see the game. You know, it's free. Like I said, we're really enjoying it. There's a lot of detail to it. You can spend a lot of time in it, which we already have. And there's a lot of good quests that you can do as a group, like with a party. We do have a guild. As you can see here, the crew, that name above my name, that's the guild. So we have a crew guild, so there's a chance that if some of you guys work on your characters and level them up and go on some quests or do some things with us, and you know, it looks like you fit in well with us, we may add you to the guild here in this game. And we will be recording some videos, so there's a chance that some of you guys out there may be able to be in some videos when we do some different quests as a group. So the most important things for you again is, you know, get Steam if you don't have it, get Forsaken World, all free. Create your account, make sure you play on the EU Nyos PvP server, otherwise you'll never find us. And just another quick comment I want to make about this is this game, since it's massively multiplayer and there are other people playing, you might see some people who have names that are kind of naughty, or you might see some people say some things that aren't nice. So if you're a younger viewer, make sure you check with your parents before playing this game and that it's okay with them. So, but I just wanted to warn that because some people like to try to do things to aggravate people or say things or whatever. So I have run into a few occurrences where I've seen some things that are kind of questionable. So if you're a younger viewer, this might not be a game for you, and there's a lot to it. So, but that's it. So if this kind of game interests you, get signed up, and maybe we'll see you in the world, in the Forsaken world. Catch you guys later.